This week's parish also has a school, and with his feast day coming up, I think the end of the week, it just seemed fitting. Holy Apostles is our parish of the week in St. Ignatius School, which is right across the parking lot. And Jake Ineck is joining us here in the St. Gabriel studio without his guitar so that we don't confuse you thinking that it's a sacred music segment. It is not. What are some of your roles at Holy Apostles and with the school?
Sure. So, Holy Apostles, I'm the music director there, and I've been there for about 8 years, which I can't believe it's been that long.
Wow.
And the school, I've pseudo teacher, but not really. I will go over there to help with preparations for their weekly school masses, and it's a great opportunity for me personally because the way we've set this up is I get to be a fly on the wall for every class, especially my 3 daughters who go there. So it's been a great way to be plugged in that way. But we have just to have if you've seen school masses, usually a grade host as the readers and the gift bearers and the greeters and all that stuff. I also like to have each class experience being the host choir. So that's been great. So I'll go into a 6th grade and they form the choir of that week. Or in some cases, kindergarten, and they form the choir of the week and bend the microphones down as low as they go. And they sing it all from memory anyway, so they do a great job. And that's been a great way to be bridging that gap there.
Oh, I bet the cuteness factor is just...
Off the chart.
Wow.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Wow. How many, so we know it's a huge parish. How many families are served by Holy Apostles?
About 3,000 plus families, so I've heard, and it keeps growing. I think part of that is because of the geographical bottleneck where it's located. I've heard when it was first built in 2001, like, why would anybody build out here? It's in the middle of farmland. Yeah. It's in the middle of nowhere. And sure enough, it's the only parish in Meridian, and it also serves Eagle and North Nampa and probably Cuna, probably Northwest Boise and Star and Middleton, where a lot of people move in that way, northwest of the county. So it's really catching a lot of people moving in.
Absolutely. Great.
Well, being a huge parish like that, there must be multiple ministries. I mean, we know the Knights of Columbus are strong. They're always battling the St. Mark's Knights of Columbus for that Beerstein Trophy every pledge drive.
Yes.
So we know that they're out there. And CCW, there's got to be a long list of different ministries that go on at Holy Apostles.
For sure, yeah. There's education and service and prayer and, of course, liturgical ministries. But just to name a few, I had to look at the website to get them all right. Yeah. So in alphabetical order, here's there's the many prayer ministries. They have the Adoration Chapel, which is a separate building, beautiful if you have a chance to see that. The Adoration, Apostle Book Club, Blue Hats, Healing Prayer Communion Services, Legion of Mary. There's 3 groups that meet, so pick your day of the week. Men's group, Mom's group, Teams of Our Lady, That Man Is You, Veterans Prayer Group, and Women's. And of the service ones, there's Council of Catholic Women, Grief Share, Knights of Columbus, Lazarus Ministry, Linens of Ministry, Mom's group, Parish Nursing, Prayer Shawls, Quilters, Rachel's Vineyard, Respect Life, Rosary Makers, Security, and St. Vincent de Paul. And they have their own building just next door that actually will be a topic we could discuss in a minute. But so there's no dearth of opportunities to get involved. And as far as education, they have mystagogy, which is a big fancy word, but it expanding your faith, especially diving into the scriptures. That's a weekly opportunity for anybody to drop in. Prep, which is Parish Religious Education Program, pre-K to 5th. Hope, which is not your name, but it's HOAP. Yeah. Don't call it HOAP. They don't like that. That's 6th through 12th grade. Becoming Catholic and Returning Catholic, and Adult Ed opportunities. Another one that we just finished up was a summertime Adult Ed, or Family Ed, really, Loft, which is Learning Our Faith Together, which is a weekly summertime series with a potluck dinner. It's a great summertime tradition just to keep the faith going through this interim season here.
Beautiful.
So what makes this parish special to you and your family? Where are you plugged in? I mean, you work there, so you're like, I'm obligated to be here all the time. But you're also part of of the parish and the community.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and the school too. So I
Yeah,
think that's been a great way to be involved with my family and the daughters. And my wife, Yesenia, whose birthday is today, by the way.
Is that
Happy
so
birthday!
I figured that's why the
Happy
Parish of the Week
birthday.
is today, right? So
Of course,
Yeah, that was a
right?
big reason.
no,
We're winking.
Saint Ignatius of Loyola, which is the end of the week today.
31st, yeah.
Yeah, it was named after Saint Ignatius. The school was, and I'll wrap this around. The school was opened in 2017. It serves about 500 students. Since it opened, this is my personal connection, besides the music, of course. It is just recently it landed in our laps. The school has a garden that's been growing since it opened, and you guys know Dr. Weeb Martin, who's
Yep.
at Risen Christ, does the Christmas trees. He's also been running this thing this whole time too. He's very busy and very gracious with his time. My wife Yesenia, who's also a green thumb, has picked that up, and 30 garden boxes with the intention of serving either the school kitchen or in the summertime the St. Vincent pantry. So just this summer we've harvested so far about 300 pounds of produce. So we're going to keep that
Nice.
going.
Wow.
And it's been a great service opportunity for our kids to get involved, get their hands dirty, and for me to shovel dirt and manual labor. I'm happy to do that. But it's that's one of those goals of bridging that between the school and the church and serving that way. So my wife's been involved with that. And it kind of grew out of another school tradition that we love, is called the Faith in Action Fair, which they do every spring. And every student in the older grades has to choose a community service project. In the younger grades, the whole class will open up and do something together. But they present it, and then they have a fair, kind of like a science fair, where you go through each classroom and see the kids' poster. And it's been a great way to see how they've put their faith into action, and this garden has been kind of doing it for us as far as that's concerned. So that's been a great way to plug in that way.
Is she awake? You think she's listening right now?
I hope not.
Oh. Okay. We were hoping she was so that we could wish her a happy birthday.
Oh, she will. Right on cue. Brian, you're in good voice.
Yes.
He's been working on that note his whole life.
It's that falsetto that I've been working on. in the background.
And happy birthday to her.
Thank you.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about the clergy out there, especially your pastor. We were blessed to have Father Vitalis at St. Mark's for a few years, and we learned a lot from him.
Right. And now you kind of have a whole posse of
You
priests.
do.
Yeah, it's been great to have the many faces and perspectives that they can share as well. We have Father Vitalis, and Father Goodluck, who just started. So
Oh,
Father
okay.
Vitalis started 4 years ago, and in fact, yesterday he preached at all the masses, and this is on reflection of his 15th anniversary of his ordination. So it's been great to see his sharing of his life story with
Yeah.
us. Father Goodluck just started in June from St. Paul's, and Father Roger started with us last year, I believe. And so Father Vitalis and Father Goodluck are both of the order of SMMM, Sons of Mary, Mother of Mercy, and Father Roger Fernando is a diocesan priest, but he's moved around many states, and now he's been here, and we're very blessed to have all three for sure.
Is Father Emmanuel still there?
No, he actually just was moved to be the pastor of the parish in Aberdeen and American Falls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Eventually, but
Sure.
this summer he's going to learn Spanish first. So, so just a new language, and amazingly, I'm sure he'll do great out there. He's been wonderful to work with in the past. So we've just
sure.
said goodbye to him. So,
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, excellent. So when is Mass? We know the Masses are full. You need to get there early.
Yeah.
And get your seat.
Yeah, right.
What time's that?
Saturday 5, and then Sunday is 9, 11, 1, and 6.
Wow.
So we started the 1 o'clock during the COVID times as a parking lot mass, and we just kind of kept it going, and it's been actually a nice little afternoon break there just to keep things rolling and give people an opportunity. Dailies are 8:45 a.m., and we have a Tuesday 6 o'clock with confessions, Tuesday at 4:30, and Saturday at 3:30.
Beautiful.
There's Ken Jersha shows up once a month here during our Sacred Music piece. He talks a lot about these healing masses that happen at Holy Apostles, and there's a variety of other different masses that happen, throughout the liturgical season. What's the background on some of these? Because it seems like your parish might be one of the few that's doing those within our diocese.
Sure. So there's two different things. There's a healing service, which is kind of communion service plus intentional individual prayer with and I think that one's been very powerful. It's twice a month, I should say, with Deacon Shack, and it's a prayer team leading that, and it's just a beautiful service. I've attended with some friends. They're going through some stuff, and it's very powerful because you don't often, especially among Catholics, have kind of that outward charismatic, spontaneous prayer, and the people who do that, and I think more people should, and if you don't, just do it. Just practice praying out loud, making up words. It's good to have the rote prayers, but these are also very powerful experiences. The other one is anointing masses, which so it's kind of you could say healing mass, but it's anointing of the sick. So it's more specifically the sacrament of anointing, and everybody can receive because we're all in need of healing, whether it's just beyond physical, but there's also emotional, mental,
You don't go
spiritual.
up with a sign that says, "This is my ailment."
Yeah, right.
It's like, gosh, they look really healthy. It's like, no. You should close your eyes and pray.
Right. This is my taboo thing. We don't talk. No.
Right.
It's anybody's welcome. And with your hands out, stretched, receive that anointing. And that's usually 2 or 3 times a year. The bishop presides over the one in the winter, in December. And it's great because we'll have extra priests come around and everybody's welcome. And it's a really beautiful thing because we get to have that anointing within the Mass too. And you're right, it's a very great opportunity.
So with St. Ignatius Feast Day coming up, does the school have plans on how they're going to celebrate their patron?
So I know the foundation board is hosting a reception this weekend, like a coffee hour thing, and acknowledging that. So the St. Ignatius Foundation is hoping to get people involved with just kind of being more invested into the school, and there are many ways that they can do that. But what I love about the school's Ignatian spirituality is how they work about the cura personalis, which means care for the whole person. So it's not just teaching them information, but also forming them as young disciples. A couple years ago, they had a theme called Magis, which means the greater, for the greater, reaching for the greater. And they always incorporate these 5 themes into all their aspects of behavioral formation, but loving, learning, growing, reverent, and seeker of justice. So when they use those words regularly, it just becomes part of the experience of the kids' whole upbringing in that school. So they're always conscious of those things. They have awards throughout the year of nominations from each grade. This month we're talking about those winners of Seekers of Justice, and next week, so it's been great to see those students really take that on. And I think the Ignatian mindset of just awareness, for the examine, and just anybody, even if you're not Catholic and you attend the school, you can also just reflect on your life. Where did I do well? Where can I do better? That 5-finger prayer, the examine. We could talk about that later, but it's just a lot to go with there.
Are there a lot of non-Catholic families that are involved at St. Ignatius?
I believe so. I don't know the demographics,
Sure.
but what's great about it is it doesn't mean we hold back on teaching what it means to follow the life of Christ. We teach that. We have weekly masses like this. They have another thing that they just started with is called house groups this last year. I think BK does this as well.
Yeah.
And they bridge multiple grades into a house. So like my daughter will be with different students from every grade, but they meet together and do their socializing there and do either prayer services or service projects together that way. And the olders are helping the youngers, and they're kind of stepping up. And the youngers want to do better to impress the olders. So it's just I think that last frontier is a 4th grader never talks to a 5th grader. Oh no, there be it.
Right.
And yet now they are, and they're just intermixing like that. And it's been I think a successful program as of last year for that.
Oh, that's really fun.
Well, hats off to Principal
Yeah.
Andy Kane and her team. I mean, for her to create this school out of nothing, and then as it has just exponentially grown in its short amount of time of being in existence, that it's already had to expand. Because I think when they first opened, it was like 415, 450, and now we're already over 500.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, and with a waiting list. So
Yeah.
some people who want to get in with multiple, students of grades, that can be
Yeah.
tricky. So but get in those applications early. Get those waiting lists in if you can, because it's a great school. I can vouch for that myself. And speaking of building that, they just opened that new wing. They had addition last year. That's phase 2 of our 3 phases. The first was the rectory, which was built a couple years ago, and part of Father Vitalis' homily yesterday was encouraging people to donate in his honor of his ordination to a new outreach center, which let's talk about St. Vincent's. That will be in that lot, that dirt lot, and
okay,
hopefully
great.
be a great bridge to evangelizing to the outside world. That St. Vincent food pantry, there's always a line there, and it's
Right.
so we know that we can help serve that community out there. And that'll be our phase 3 of 3, hopefully. We call this Growing Together Project. So that's ongoing, and
Wow.
hopefully going to get boots on the ground for that pretty soon.
Oh, incredible. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful
It's
to
great
see
to
your
have you
face.
back
Too.
again.
Thank you.
Jake Ineck from our latest Parish of the Week, Holy Apostles Parish in Meridian, right next to St. Ignatius School. We're going to take a short break, be back with news, traffic, and weather right after this.